So guys, Bilt released the details of their new Bilt 2.0 cards about a week ago. Then 2 days later, they backtracked on some of the benefits to make it more simple. Okay, they introduced an alternative system. The whole Bilt Cash thing was a bit complicated for some. And just when you think that it's all dying down, they go and release a list of redemption options for Bilt Cash, which, yes, long would be an understatement. This is me scrolling through it now. I like this person's response on Reddit. Chase and Amex release coupon books. Bilt, hold my beer. Here's the yellow pages. But anyway, there's a lot to work through here, and although it is very complicated, there is some value to be had here, since effectively on the Bilt cards, you will be earning 2 points currencies at the same time, since you get 4% in Bilt Cash on everything apart from rent and mortgage payments, as well as Bilt points, and you'll also get $50 in Bilt Cash for every 25,000 points you earn, no matter whether you earn that with the Bilt credit cards or not. So in this video, we are going to go through all of it. Hey credit warriors, welcome to the show. My name is Ben Hedges, aka the Credit Shifu, and on this channel, I cover US credit cards, personal finance, and luxury travel. If you like the sound of that, please subscribe. And this video is brought to you by Max Rewards, but more on that later. Okay, so Bilt is the very popular rewards program that lets you earn points on rent and mortgage payments. They also have a dining program that lets you earn 3 points per dollar extra on top of whatever card you use for dining earns. Link is below if you want to sign up. And if you're using the dining program, don't forget to link a card so that you can earn points. But let's take a look at what Bilt has released about how Bilt Cash can be used. First of all, when do the redemption options with Bilt Cash start? Well, here is what they say. Beginning February 1st, 2026, members can redeem Bilt Cash seamlessly on eligible purchases at checkout in the Bilt app or on Bilt.com. And what will you be able to use Bilt Cash for exactly? Well, they summarize it at the beginning saying Bilt Cash can be used for dollar monthly credits, premium experiences and benefits, enhanced rewards, and unlocks across the Bilt ecosystem. It's weird, they're using the word unlocks as a noun there, but yeah, whatever. So basically how this is going to work is that they are bringing in an insane amount of possible credits that you can exchange Bilt Cash for. Let's say there was a credit for up to $20 per month for Build a Bear Workshop, and you had $17 worth of Bilt Cash and you wanted to build a bear. You could choose to redeem it for $17 out of that possible $20. Or if you had $25 worth of Bilt Cash, you could use the full $20 amount and you'd have $5 left over to use through another possible credit. What makes it a little more complicated though is that some credits have a fixed amount, so you have to have the exact amount of Bilt Cash available to unlock them, and some are up to a certain amount, so you can spend like $17 out of a possible $20, like we saw in the fictional example above. What, you guys aren't interested in Build a Bear Workshop? The stock's doing all right. All right, now let's go through all of them. I was kind of putting this off since it's a lot of information, but here it goes. All right, so we will look at the dining and groceries category first. First one, $120 a year towards grocery or restaurant delivery fulfilled via Grubhub. Redeem toward restaurant and grocery delivery fulfilled by Grubhub, $10 credit each month, available starting March 1st, 2026. Okay, so just pay attention to that one because some of these have a March 1st start date and some of them will be starting, I guess, as soon as this is available. Some of them are available now. They might as well just say Grubhub credit for that one. I don't know why they're calling it a grocery and whatever credit, but basically restaurant or grocery orders on Grubhub are what is covered by it. Next, we have $60 of credits for Bilt 15-minute home delivery. Redeem Bilt Cash towards this ultra-fast home delivery on groceries, alcohol, essentials, powered by GoPuff, up to $5 per month. Woo, the sheer amount. $100 per year GoPuff fam. That's kind of like their GoPuff membership, okay? So you get free delivery, discounted groceries, etc. It can cover your membership up to 12 months, and it's for up to $100 annually, redeemable either monthly or annual memberships. Again, that one starts March 1st. Then we've got a $300 per year restaurant credit at select Bilt dining partners. You do have to pay via the mobile checkout for this one, and it is $25 per month. Then we have $600 a year towards dining experience bookings. Redeem Bilt Cash to book exclusive Bilt dining experiences up to $50 per month. Again, available March 1st. So, you know, there are some kind of okay options in there. I think the $25 per month towards your bill at Bilt dining restaurants, that's going to be, you know, one that's quite easy to use. You do need to remember, though, to use the mobile dining checkout when you pay the check, all right? That adds another layer of hassle to it, but I see that one as probably the best redemption option out of those. The Grubhub one is kind of similar to the Amex Gold credit, so that one actually is pretty simple to use too. All right, let's now look at some Bilt Cash benefits exclusively for holders of the new Bilt cards. But first, if you have a lot of credit cards that you need to keep track of, you should totally check out Max Rewards, the sponsor of today's video. It pools data on all your credit cards in one place, so you can see your balances, payments due, and even your points and rewards balances all in one place. You don't have to log into other banks' apps. It's just all in one app on your phone. The app also knows the reward rates on all of the cards in your wallet, and it'll tell you which card to use where for the maximum rate of rewards. I think these new Bilt cards are going to be a challenge for them since they simultaneously earn 2 points currencies. I'm not sure how they're going to work out whether that's more valuable than another card that just earns a single points currency, since there are so many redemption options, but whatever. I'm sure they'll sort it out. In addition, if you have Amex cards, Max Rewards is especially useful since it activates all your Amex offers for you so you never miss a deal. One time when I bought my cat at PetSmart, I actually got home and got an email saying I'd save money because there was a deal that was activated automatically by Max Rewards with PetSmart. And the same thing also happened when I bought an insurance policy. So it can happen. You can save money without even realizing it. Anyway, if you want to try out Max Rewards, click the link below for a 7-day free trial and use code HEDGES25 when you sign up, because you will get a 3-month discount on the annual plan if you choose to continue after the free trial ends. There are, of course, free features on the app that you can check out as well. All right, so let's look at what you can get if you have some of the new Bilt cards. Cardholder exclusive bonuses are available when card earning is set to 4% back in Bilt Cash on everyday spend. So there's a setting with the new Bilt cards that doesn't use Bilt Cash, and you qualify for points on rent and mortgages another way. We did a video about that. Okay, it looks like this. You can check it out if you're interested. But basically, what we're about to tell you only works if you don't use that setting and you are set to earning Bilt Cash. Point accelerator on everyday spend. Enable plus 1x points on all everyday spend for the next $5,000 following activation. Exclusively available to Obsidian and Palladium card holders. Cost $200 Bilt Cash, up to 5 activations annually. Expires after $5,000 in spend or calendar year end. And then it gives the earnings when it's enabled. So Obsidian, what they say everyday spend is like everything except for rent and mortgage. So it includes like dining, grocery and stuff. So everything gets a boost. So you got like 4x on dining, 3x on travel. And then Palladium, that earns 2x on everything. It's kind of like Capital One Venture X. That way it's just 2% or a 2x points card. So that goes up to 3x on everyday spend. Let's do the math on this one though. So you have to give up $200 worth of Bilt Cash, which you could redeem at 1-to-1 on other things for the right to earn 1 extra point per dollar on all everyday spend on up to $5,000 in spending. That is an extra 5,000 points. At 1.25 cents per point through the Bilt Travel Portal, that's worth $62.50 in value. Or alternatively, if we use a points guy valuation of 2.2 cents per point, that's going to be $110 in value. So I am giving up $200 in Bilt Cash that I could use with a value of $200 on other things for around $110 in value from those points. Make that make sense. It really doesn't, unless you feel that you can get even higher value from Bilt points by transferring them out to airlines and booking premium cabins. You know, if you can get like 6 cents per point in value, okay, then you're good. Or another situation could be that you just don't have any other way to use Bilt Cash and this is the best way for you. I don't know. Then we have unlock points on housing payments up to 1x. Unlock points on monthly rent or mortgage payments with no transaction fees. Every $30 Bilt Cash redeemed earns 1,000 points, up to 1x of your monthly rent or mortgage payment. Now this one we already know about since this is what they launched the cards with, but you are still exchanging Bilt Cash at a kind of 3-to-1 ratio. $30 worth of Bilt Cash for 1,000 points, which, well, I guess the minimum value is 1.25 cents per point, so that's going to be $12.50, but it's kind of close to $10, which would be 3-to-1, okay? However, you are earning 4% on everything, so you may end up with quite a lot of Bilt Cash, and it does expire at the end of the year, except for $100 that rolls over. So maybe we shouldn't think of it as literally being worth its face value. Anyway, let's keep going, and we'll give a full conclusion at the end. All right, now let's look at travel and transportation. Up to $1,200 hotel credit per year. Use Bilt Cash in the Bilt Travel Portal. 2-night minimum up to $50 per month for Blue and Silver members. Up to $100 a month for Gold and Platinum members. Okay, so that one's pretty good. All right, but obviously you have to be traveling, you have to have a use for it. But if you happen to be wanting to book a hotel and you find a good one in the travel portal, pretty good deal. Unlock higher transfer bonuses. Use Bilt Cash to upgrade your rent day transfer bonus to the next status tier. Platinum members receive an additional bonus because obviously they're at the top, so they wouldn't normally be a level for them to upgrade to. But here's the example. Gold member can upgrade from a 75 to 100% bonus for $75 in Bilt Cash. Pricing and availability subject to change. $120 Lyft rideshare credits, that's $10 per month. Up to $150 toward Black Lane, that's like an Uber Black type thing. So it's $50 per year for Blue and Silver, $100 per year for Gold, or $150 per year for Platinum. Up to $700 of Blade credits per year. Blade is a helicopter ride company. You can get it from Manhattan to JFK Airport or Newark Airport, for example, in New York. Redeem for Blade Airport flights up to $350. Okay, so this is just for airport flights. Up to $350 per seat, up to 2 seats per year. This is available March 1st. And while that one might sound like fantasy for many people, right? Like taking a helicopter to transfer to the airport, Blade's airport flights from Manhattan to JFK, for example, can go for as low as $195 per seat. So you could actually get a helicopter ride to the airport completely for free twice a year if you had enough Bilt Cash. Unlock home away from home hotel benefits. Blue and Silver members can unlock luxury hotel bookings normally only reserved for Gold and Platinum members for $95 in Bilt Cash. May include benefits such as room upgrades, $100 hotel credits, early check-in, late check-out. Okay, starts March 1st. That could be worth it if like you're getting a $100 hotel credit. That covers the Bilt Cash that you exchange. And then on top of that, you're still getting like early check-in, late check-out, and all that stuff. So, could be some value there. Up to $760 off Priority Pass extra guest credits per year. Palladium card only, obviously, because that's the only card that has Priority Pass anyway. You do get 2 guests for free on that, but then it's going to be any extra guests above that. And Priority Pass is charged at $32 per guest, and it's up to $64 per month. So you could get in 2 extra guests per month. This one starts March 1st. $60 towards parking at $5 per month. Yeah, I think that's not really that useful, that one, to be honest. $5 kind of peanuts. All right, let's move on to health and wellness. $480 fitness class credit per year and redeem towards several fitness things, including SoulCycle, Barry's, and a few others, $40 per month. $120 Walgreens credit, that's $10 per month. The Walgreens one could be useful. I mean, if you live in a city, right? You live in New York City, Walgreens are all over the place. You could literally easily get $10 per month back. All right, now let's move on to other. And these are ones that I don't think many people are going to use, okay? So $600 towards comedy experience bookings per year. If you're a big comedy fan, then great. But, I don't think I've ever been to a comedy show, to be honest, all right? I've been to concerts, I've been to movies, I've been to other types of events. Never been to a comedy show, so it is kind of niche, all right? But hey, if you live in a place with comedy clubs and you love going to them and you spend that money anyway, then there's value. Then we've got $120 in Bilt design collection credits per year, up to $10 per month. Yeah, that one is also kind of niche. I don't think many people are going to do that. So what is my conclusion? Well, it's a lot of different things that you can redeem Bilt Cash for, and it does look like there are some things offering better value than you exchanging $30 Bilt Cash for earning 1,000 Bilt points through your rent payment. Okay, so people with these cards, if they have chosen to use the Bilt Cash system, they may end up not even using the card to earn points through paying rent and mortgages, since you can get better value for Bilt Cash elsewhere. My recommendation here would be to look through the list of redemption options, okay, we'll paste it down below, and pick a few that are useful for you to consider each month, and then ignore the others. Since if you look through all of them each month, it's going to be a lot of work. So let's say you shop at Walgreens, well, you can get $10 per month. Let's say you take Lyft rides, that's also $10 per month. One of the most interesting ones, I think, is exchanging $75 in Bilt Cash for an extra bonus when you transfer Bilt points on rent day. That could actually get you a lot of extra value. Like if you're transferring 100,000 points and you can get an extra 25% on that, that's going to be 25,000 extra points, which at 1 cent per point is $250, or at 2 cents per point is $500. And as long as there's not a cap on the amount, which it doesn't seem there is, that's actually a great deal. I just think the problem here is that a lot of the redemption options offer way better value than using the Bilt cash to earn points on rent and mortgages. So Bilt is kind of moving away from that and becoming the all-round neighborhood benefits card instead of purely a rent and mortgage card. Maybe some months you'll use Bilt cash for points on rent, and maybe some months you won't. You'll use it for something else. But I think that's what the CEO wants anyway. He's emphasized recently that it's an all-round neighborhood benefits card rather than just focusing on rent and mortgages. Anyway, I hope you like my take. I'll paste all the redemption options in a pinned comment down below. You'll also find a link to Bilt and its dining program down below, which is a really good thing to sign up for. Just don't forget to link a card. And a big thank you to Max Rewards for sponsoring this episode. Get a 7-day free trial and 3-month discount if you choose to continue with my link below using code HEDGES25. Yeah, I know we haven't made the code for 26 yet, but 25 still works. Thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.